Known for the stormy skies that frequent the territories throughout the year,
I hope I don't poop in my pants. That's all I gotta say.
it's also a region once defined by the rise of an angsty subculture.
So tonight is controversy.
And known around the globe as a beacon of technological innovation.
In 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Barb Pexa is taking you on this once-in-a-lifetime journey. Whether finding your next home, your favorite venue, or simply living your American dream, you can do it in the Pacific Northwest. From the Puget Sound to the Cascade Mountains to the booming metropolis of Seattle, there's a little something for everyone.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Hey Barb. Hey Diane. Thanks for coming. It is freezing.
I'm sure it's a little bit colder than San Diego, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
I don't know if I have enough warm or clothes on me, but we'll do what we can, right?
We'll just do our best. I thought we'd start here. This is here the home of the Snoqualmie Falls at the Salish Lodge. It's one of the most visited spots in all of the greater Seattle area. And one of my favorites is back in 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gotten a great cult following, and I think it's really cool, kind of dark and stormy and funky Pacific Northwest. So I thought we'd check it out.
Awesome, that's it.
Okay. One of my favorite things to bring all my new clients to here is the falls. I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's so picturesque, the scenery itself. I love it.
It is. So right down here we've got the main falls.
Okay.
It falls way, way, way down there. The water is really flowing at a high rate today because we've had a lot of rain in the area. And it's really beautiful. From these windows right here at the Salish Lodge, you can have a really fantastic meal. The Salish is a high-end luxury boutique hotel.
Very nice.
No, just find the light in honesty, 'cause I've never been good at telling stories. Yeah, we're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. We're gonna drive all day. We're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. All I know, yeah, all I know.
All right, Barb, this has been a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for showing me this.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to see what else Seattle has to offer. What do you got for me?
Next, we're going to head down to Seattle on Lake Union, and we're going to hit up Gasworks Park. I've never totally understood why it's so famous, but it is where we have our 4th of July fireworks every year, and everybody loves it.
Okay, I'm down to check it out.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Welcome back. We're taking you on a tour of one of the coolest locations in the United States, the Pacific Northwest. One of the great things about this show is you learn all about the cities you thought you already knew. I mean, I had no idea Twin Peaks was shot right outside of Seattle. Next up, Barb is taking us on a tour around Gasworks Park. Check it out.
All right, this is pretty amazing, but what the heck is it?
You know, it's pretty interesting. This is an old site of the Seattle Gas Company.
Okay.
And they've turned it into a really popular Seattle park. We have our 4th of July fireworks here.
Very cool, very cool. And it's nice view of downtown Seattle.
Yep, this area right here is called South Lake Union.
Perfect.
And part of the reason they have the fireworks here is it's surrounded by water, so the water's just packed with boats. People come here, they can be underneath the fireworks.
Okay.
And of course, you know the company Amazon.
Of course, everybody does.
Yeah, our headquarters are right down here.
Very nice, and it feels like a movie like Sleepless in Seattle, right?
Yeah,
Got that feel?
Well, you're right. So if you look out here along all these floating houseboats out there, those are the sorts of homes that Sleepless in Seattle were filmed on. And another thing that downtown Seattle is well known for that's fairly unique.
Yeah, for sure. It's just that unique look of real estate, and also just like the atmosphere is a different change from what I'm used to anyway in San Diego, right?
So yeah, I think it's a really cool part of Seattle. It's artistic and edgy and industrial. Oh my God, is that a drone up there?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Did somebody crash their drone on it? That's a piece of equipment to lose. Hey Diane, and this is the house I've been talking about, wanting to show you.
Very nice.
We are up here in Bellevue on Cougar Mountain.
Okay.
And this home is built by the Buchan builders, and they're a real classic traditional builder in Seattle. They do mostly high-end listings.
I've noticed, it's got that classic look to it, right? The vintage, but also traditional form of it.
It's very traditional. They make it just modern enough. With all the great top-of-the-line appliances and fixtures, but in a very traditional mode. But hands down, my favorite space in this house is the outdoor living room.
Of course, nice.
As you know, we're in Seattle and we get a lot of rain. So I think all home builders should put these outdoor living rooms in their houses. It's got
covered all the way through. Oh, that's cool.
Covered all the way through, gas fireplace, gas heaters. And a
nice.
48-inch grill with hood system, which is fantastic.
What type of buyer do you see purchasing this home?
My guess is probably a family, something like that. But with the main floor ensuite room, we can also have
like a
multi-generational living.
Perfect.
Which is really big in these, I would say, these days in this part of the country.
All right, Barb, rumor has it that you do something special for your buyers. What is it?
We cater and host our buyers' housewarming parties as their thank you present for choosing to work with our team. I come from the restaurant business, and it was a perfect carryover for high-end customer service, sociability. It's just the highlight of their process, we think.
Yeah.
We send out the invitations, we send out the thank you cards, we get to mingle and meet all of their favorite family and friends, and it's really a lot of fun. Sometimes we have a little bit too much fun, but that's how we think we have a great customer base.
Well, nothing like, you're working with these clients and buyers, right? So you get to know them in the process of buying their home. So what better way than to throw them a party in their housewarming party?
We could not agree more. And it seems almost sacrilegious not to take that process all the way through and help them celebrate. We cater it, we bring wine, we bring Prosecco, we do a toast. We even have cute little aprons we've made with our team logo and our names. So we really have a lot of fun with it.
Good for you, that sounds great.
Yeah.
We live just at the trailhead of one of the many trails that run along Cougar Mountain. And you walk among huge maples and evergreens. Maple leaves as big as your head, they're just giant. This home, which sits on Cougar Mountain, 1,000 feet above Lake Sammamish, and with a beautiful view of a 10,700-foot volcano called Mount Baker, which is snow-covered year-round. I love to write thrillers that are really a combination of really good stories, interesting characters, very dynamic human conflict, but also on the edge of science. And the Seattle area is very vital to that, with the University of Washington, with the Primate Research Center, with the very modern architecture that blends in with the very old architecture. It provided a very good setting, and you could really get the feel of Seattle and the surrounding area. But also, it entered into the conflict and the challenges of, trying to move across all those different terrains and meet some of the challenges that we set up in the book. You could almost feel the oxygen levels go up and the stress levels go down. And that is how I would sell Seattle to someone just coming in.
That house is so cool. Right up on the hill overlooking Lake Sammamish, that's got to be one of the best locations on the block. It just has such a thriller feel to it. It all makes sense as to why Steve Hadden chose that location. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen his novels, go check them out. I know I will. Who doesn't love a thriller? Next up, we're checking in on one of our partners in your area. Hit it.
It is such a privilege when we get to talk to Adam Stark. He is the realtor owner and broker associate of Salt Lake Elites Real Estate Group, and always a treat to have on the show. Thank you for coming in, and great to see you, Adam.
Amy, I'm always excited to be back and talking with you.
The holidays are coming up. We start to plan for that, and we stop to really reflect at what we want professionally right now, but also personally, and being grateful. Why don't you share with us what you're thankful for right now?
I am thankful for the ability to live where I live, to be in this great country, to have a job that I love doing and helping my clients find the homes that they want to find and what meets their needs. So I'm truly grateful for that. And also to be a part of this program. This is an awesome opportunity to be able to talk with you and to talk to the people of the great state of Utah about what's going on in our area.
It's been great for me as a host even to get to know you this past over a year. I think that you've been a part of the show, and we've been able to connect. What do you feel that the American dream means to you?
I truly believe the American dream is really the ability to have options. And I believe the American dream tells us that we can go after whatever we're willing to go after, whatever we're willing to put our efforts into, we can get that. And that, to me, is the American dream.
With that passion and mindset, how are you helping empower your clients, with their American dream and even with home ownership?
Really what we're seeing for our homeowners and for our clients in trying to find a home is meeting their need. And right now, we're actually finding for our buyers that the market is actually working towards their favor. And it hasn't been that way for the last 3 years. We're starting to see more homes in the inventory. When we go out and show homes, we're showing 4 or 5 homes at a time now instead of 1 at a time. So it gives them options. And now they're not just settling for a certain home, they're able to find something they really want. On the flip side, for our sellers, it's taken a little bit more time, but if our sellers are willing to prepare their home, get it in good shape, clean, fix up everything, and put it on the market at a reasonable price, they're actually getting what they want out of the home instead of trying to overshoot and then taking too long to get that price down to a point where it's finally going to sell.
Well, you've been such an incredible resource for all of your clients and for us here at the show, which has just been so great. And I love this time of year when you get to celebrate with them. Still, you're out there doing a lot of great business, but you also have a great holiday party coming up. Why don't you share a little bit of the details?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's our 3rd annual Donuts with Santa. We have Santa come in on December 3rd this year. It's a Monday night. If you're there by 5:30, you'll be able to see Santa arrive. We have a professional photographer there that will take pictures of your family. And it's just an awesome opportunity to bring your family, your friends, your neighbors, to be able to come down, talk with Santa. This isn't just for our clients, this is for the community. And we really want those in the community to come out and to have a good time.
Oh, that sounds so much fun. I can't wait to see the pictures from all of that. You'll have to make sure and share those online so we can all share that with you as well if we can't be there.
Absolutely.
Now, still empowering homeownership. I know you happen to have a great listing. Why don't you touch on that real quick for us?
Yeah. Our most recent listing is a home that's actually in my neighborhood in Harriman Town Center. It is a beautiful home. It's a 2-story home. It's only 6 years old. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It's great open floor plan. The main floor has great lighting. Some of the greatest features of this home is where it's located within the community. So it's in Harriman, and it's next to the library, the rec center, the city hall, parks, also the new shopping center. So it's really close to everything. In Harriman, it's harder to find these type of homes because the prices have gone up so much that it's in the low 300s. So you have an opportunity to find a single family home, be able to have your American dream in a community that's a great place to live.
Oh, huge opportunity. So glad that you've brought that one out. I'm sure it's going to go fast, and thanks for bringing that to us. And thank you so much, Adam, for your incredible character, work ethic, passion for your community and for your clients, and for being a part of the show.
Thank you, Amy. It was great talking to you today.
You as well.
it all in. The hearts have spoken. Let it begin.
Hey, Mark.
Ready to fly?
We're ready to fly.
right.
How's this going to go? Can you tell us how this is going to go today?
You're each going to be tied together with a professional certified tandem instructor.
Good to know.
One-on-one. You're in front, the instructor's in back, and you are going to fly off this mountain, Poo-Poo Point in Issaquah, out into the blue yonder.
You ready? I hope I don't poo-poo my pants. That's all I gotta say. How high are we?
We're at 1,700 feet over the valley, 1,800 foot mean sea level. It's a beautiful view today. It's a great day to fly.
The sun came out for us. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thanks so much for let's do this.
To call her. We had a moonlight and midnight blue. Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you. Steady.
Barb invited us here to jump off of this cliff, so we're all here together right now.
Waiting for that
Frozen,
moment.
but loving it.
We're gonna repay the favor by having Barb come out to our party tonight, Controversy, Beyonce vs. Rihanna, and we're gonna dance all night long. Yes, this is Black Gatsby, and I'm Disco
She's
Shrine.
so extra right now.
And we
Cut that last part. Cut that last
And
part.
I'm Disco Shrine, and we are signing off the mountain like, hey.
Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you.
Nope, won't, couldn't, I can't. Jump off a mountain? Diane, major kudos to you. I'm proud beyond words. While I catch my breath, we're sending you over to another expert in your market. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us on The American Dream. Today's guest is none other than the beautiful Amanda Todd. Thanks, Amanda, for joining us today. You are, again, the realtor and a national speaker of the Amanda Todd Group. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's always nice to have you on set to talk about the expertise of real estate, right? Interesting market that we're facing right now, as you mentioned, interest rates and a market that's slowing down. So what are some things some buyers can look out for?
Well, definitely interest rates are going up. They've gone up a lot over just the last month even. And so what that does is that impacts how much a buyer can really afford in their payment. So it's pretty easy. There's some ways, if you do some tricky negotiating, that you can help really mitigate those rising interest rates.
So with buyers, when we're talking about looking into property, what kind of property should buyers look out for that maybe indicate a motivated seller?
Definitely a property that's been on the market for a long time. Right now we're seeing properties that were put on the market during the summer when things were a little bit hotter, both proverbially and literally.
Yeah.
But people were really trying to capture that summer season and they might have been priced a little bit high. So now sellers are going to be a lot more motivated as their house has been on the market for a few months. So definitely look for something that's been on the market for a long time or something that's had a lot of price reductions, because that would indicate a motivated seller too. So there's ways around it, especially if you ask for something like a seller credit, something like that. You can actually use that to buy down your interest rate so then you don't feel those higher rates as much.
That makes a lot of sense. So more leverage for a buyer in this regard, right? Because you're right, there's some things that you can ask for in the midst of putting in an offer, right? Are you seeing a lot of those suggestions in the contract being accepted, or are you seeing a lot of counter offers back?
Oh, definitely. I am getting more and more seller credits accepted right now because it's a way that the buyers can mitigate by rising interest rates, and the sellers really at this point, especially if their home's been on the market since this summer, they're pretty eager to sell. So they're really happy when they do get an offer if it's been on the market for a long time.
Very well. All right. Well, thanks so much for all your input again. Once again, it's always great to have someone with the expertise and the professionalism that you have. Thanks again for being with us on the show, and looking forward to the next time.
Thanks for having me.
Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what
This makes me want to move to Seattle. It's awesome and it checks all the boxes. Scenic, Twin Peaks, jumping off mountains, beautiful parks, and some of the coolest nightlife. Sign me up.
Won't stop doing what I do.